What do you think is the best alternative to Twitter as of today? Going outside. I don't know. There's no alternative. This was something we just talked about recently, but I think it's a good point. Everything's become so centralized. Like, if you need advice, help on anything, or just general conglomerate of information, you go to like Reddit. Instead of like back in the day, you'd go to a ton of forums. If you need like real time shit posting, real time breaking everything, you go to Twitter as opposed to going to a bunch of different other sources and forums from back in the day. It's like really convenient, but also really upsetting in a lot of ways. I miss the days of a lot of like other forums popping up so you get different groups as opposed to everything being so unified. Is definitely not the right word because no one's ever on the same page on the platforms, but just everything being so centralized. What, you want MySpace? I just want other options. Like, let's think about Reddit. What are the alternatives to Reddit? Reset era, I guess, if you just want to whine about nothing forever. But that's it, just literally whining about, like, games. And then I don't think there's anything else. And then Twitter, I think there's only, what, Gab? 4chan? 4chan's just more shitposty. 4chan, I feel, would be more of an alternative to Twitter as opposed to Reddit. I don't know why people are saying Quora. Who the fuck uses Quora? Thanks, resub amateur and dim. Tumblr's super dead. Tumblr's worthless. Also, nothing like Reddit at all. Once again, that's just another like shitpost site or art dump. Isn't it pronounced Quora? I don't know. I don't use it. Shit's worthless. Anytime I type a question into Google and get a Quora, whatever response, I know for a fact it's a completely worthless place to visit, so I never even bother. I've never once seen anything of worth on that place. It's trash. No, Quora is so much worse than Yahoo Answers. It's not even comparable. At least it didn't give subs famine. Maybe you're right then, Arrow. Maybe that's why I just never hear of it. Is resub risen? You're smoking crack? What are you talking about? Quora fucking sucks. You can ask it any question and you will just get nothing but the worst possible responses that aren't even close to being right. For example, actually, I just did this the other day because I didn't mean to click on Quora, but I accidentally did when looking up a One Piece question. I asked on Google, I said, this is going to be a One Piece spoiler, when does Nico Robin rejoin the Straw Hat Pirates? The first response was Quora. And it literally gave me three different Quora ones. All three were wrong. Actually wrong. One of them said Nico Robin doesn't leave the Straw Hat Pirates and then goes into her backstory on like who she is and this and that. Another one said like she doesn't rejoin until like after Marineford, which is again fucking wrong. It just you get nothing of value from fucking Quora. That site is terrible. You want to spoil yourself? I already know everything about it because Tiana binged all of it, so I pretty much know all the main components of it. I was just curious how much longer it'd be till she rejoins because I always, I always get kind of impatient. I'd rather just know because then I kind of have a gauge on when the arc's coming to an end, so that way I don't accidentally watch filler again. Quora is cool for opinion questions. I feel like that's like the worst place to get opinions from if they can't even answer factually identifiable answers correctly. Like I could have just went to the One Piece wiki, but Quora was ahead of it. Has that Idol show released the fifth episode? Not till tomorrow at 9. Thanks to the resub. Chalupa. Bro, judging the whole platform because of One Piece wrong info. Is there such thing as a Korra enthusiast? Like, why is there a Korra defender here? It sucks. That was just the most recent example I could pick from. I have legitimately never once gotten a single good answer to anything I've ever asked on Google from Korra. That site is fucking trash. Thanks, resub Sinzin and Gnarly. Oh yeah, I did see that on Twitter. I didn't watch it though, Biz. How did it go? Yeah, we're gonna do some Street Fighter tonight. I want to try Marissa. That's always so weird. What do you mean? Imagine being a React Andy who doesn't react. Brother, I haven't done that in over a year. Or, well, CoffeeZilla, but that was 6 months ago. And CoffeeZilla and I used to talk about the videos. So I have literally only ever watched, like, Friends content over the last year with their permission. And even then, I haven't done it in, like, 6 months. Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen are next week. Oh yeah, Hell's Paradise just ended. I felt like the final episode was a really weird stopping point. And you're right, I saw that. Gollum devs closed. Thanks for 5 gift subs, Ollie. Why? What happened? I don't know. The game was an absolute flop. We kind of got clowned on really hard, too, for it. I'm also guessing this was a very expensive endeavor for them. Oh yeah, they also did announce recently that they were working on another Lord of the Rings game after Gollum. But I guess that's no more. Yet they're still going out with a bang. They're going to keep updating Gollum, thank God. And they're releasing a Nintendo Switch version. I don't know why, but alright. This is always so weird. In our review of Lord of the Rings Gollum, we gave it a 4 out of 10. We said the game is filled with dull stealth, bad platforming, a pointless story, and does little to justify why anyone should take the time to play it. Why did you give it a 4 out of 10 then?